book friends, time for another book review of books I read in October. This time is The Only Good Indian. And I like Stephen Graham Jones, so I am really struggling with this review. So I like the concept. I like the concept that 4 Native Americans go into the woods during a time they're not supposed to be hunting. It's the time that only the elders are supposed to be hunting, and it is on the ground that only the elders are supposed to be on. And they're definitely not supposed to be taking a truck. So they do that, and they come across a whole herd of elk. And they go ham on them. They kill them. And they get caught. They get caught, and they basically, in order to avoid jail time, they agree to get rid of the meat and never hunt there again. The problem is that, that's against culture. You don't waste stuff like that. That was just killing for killing. And one of the elk that they killed was a mom that was pregnant. It was just a very ugly situation. So ugly that the ghosts of the elk are not going to let them get away with it, even if it's 10 years later. So the book actually follows each man as the retribution comes. So the first one, something happens like almost right away. So I don't think anybody realizes it's because of the elk. And then the rest of it happens like 10 years later when Lewis, one of the men who participated, starts thinking that he's seeing the female elk that he killed everywhere. And you kind of spend that chapter wondering, is he just going crazy, or is there really like a ghost elk? Like what is it? And the writing is amazing in that first chapter. Like, I was drawn in, I really liked it. And then when it got to the end of the chapter, I was like, what the F? I was confused. I was like, am I reading what I'm reading? And then we get to the second part, and it was kind of a little drawn out by that time. I'm still going with the vibe. I'm still liking the storyline and what's happening, but it is a little drawn out. And it's pretty damn gruesome. Not for the faint of heart. And then we get to the last part, and that's when he lost me. I'm sorry. First of all, way too much basketball. I get the point of why it needed to be there. I understand it's big on the reservation. I didn't need chapters of it. I'm sorry. I don't like basketball. So if you like basketball, maybe this is for you. After that, it just started to drag. I just think it could have been faster paced. And then it abruptly ends. And it actually ends on a thing of hope. And I was just like, really? That's it? So I am conflicted. I think that parts of it were written beautifully. I think he did a great job of explaining about life on the reservation and just the struggles that they go through, and the overall tone of the book and the story I really liked. It dragged on too much for me in places, and it was weird. It was super weird. So if you read it, let me know in the comments. Follow me for more book reviews.